Hey, we sold some stuff over the weekend. Gonna show you what we sold, get it packed up, so let's get to work. Sold a new sealed Christmas Story VHS, one of my personal favorite Christmas movies. Found this at a church sale last year. Listed it in October of 2021, so it's already been through one Christmas season. I think I had it priced too high. I had it like around 40 or 50 bucks. I thought it was worth a lot more. We got an offer, we countered offered a couple times and settled on $35 plus shipping. Gonna pack this in a plain brown 8x8x8 box and wrap it up in some bubble wrap. I mean, it's kind of a collector's, well, I guess it would be. It is a collector's piece. I've wondered if the person that's buying this is buying it as an investment thing. Wondering if it's gonna go up in value over time. Who knows? So I was kind of surprised how cheap these were selling for. I thought I saw sold comps for worth a lot more. And then I think I saw this on somebody else's YouTube video, and they sold it for a lot less than what mine was listed for, which made me want to rethink about what I was selling it for and why it hasn't sold. I could put this in a padded envelope, but it's a collector's piece, so we want to make it nice for them. Let me know in the comments if you guys have sold or collected any sealed VHS, and if so, how much? I was quite surprised when I found this. Like I said, I got excited thinking it would be worth a lot more, but whatever, still made some money on it. A kitty surprise from the 1990s, sold for $40.41 on our 10% store-wide sale that's actually ending tonight. Most plush goes in a shoebox, which is very easy. Could put it in a poly bag. I think I've mentioned that before in previous videos, but I like to be a little more presentable about it. I'm just having a poly bag showing up on somebody's doorstep.
Especially with weather and stuff.
Yeah, or getting squished in that. So, you know, somebody sees value in this plush, so. And I'm going to put it back in our poly bag here. These things have little, it's funny, we've sold this multiple times actually, these kind. I think we've sold like a puppy surprise too. But they got little kittens inside their belly that they pull out. It's kind of weird actually, but they've always sold. This one we probably had priced a little too high, and then with our 10% off sale, it helped us sell it.
It's funny, I always wanted one when I was a kid, and thinking about it, it is kind of a weird concept. It is a little weird. And but they still make them, and I've sold the newer ones before for like 15, 20 bucks, but being that this one's from the 90s, it is a little bit more valuable. I found it at the Goodwill bin, so probably paid maybe 50 cents for it.
So definitely some good profit there. Tupperware cup, measuring cup. It's got metric on one side and the standard on the other. It's pretty neat. Listed this a month ago. It's out the door for $17.91, again with our 10% off sale for the whole entire store. I'll put this into a number 7 priority box. It weighs next to nothing, so in the larger box I won't have to worry about it getting squished or trying to fit it into a other box. So we'll get our excessive tape on there as always. And we'll grab some packing paper. And I almost forgot. I gotta put this back into a poly bag. You guys hanging out with us here messing up my whole system. I gotta put things back in poly bags. Who's laughing at me right now that I'm putting this into a poly bag? Yeah, it doesn't need to go in a poly bag. Just throw it in the box. Whatever. And in the box that goes. And a little more packing paper. Tupperware's been selling kind of slowly. I'm surprised this actually sold as fast as it did. Well, it's pretty neat though, but we've had Tupperware listed before and it seems like it used to sell a lot faster. A lot of it depends on if you have like unique colors or the lids with the stuff, you know, in condition. A lot of the Tupperware we do sell, Janelle usually finds at the Goodwill bin store for pennies on the dollar. And that's just a matter of having room to store it until it sells.
Yeah, I'm definitely picky when it comes to what kind of Tupperware I pick up. Starting to find it at garage sales too.
Everybody knows that unicorns are rare, and that's why we sold this one for $49.41. It's actually a Commonwealth unicorn. I think Janelle said that the Commonwealth brand, some of them plush, are worth quite a bit. And she said it's got the collar that's usually always torn off or missing, so that's what really upped the value of this unicorn as well. We use another number 7 priority box for this guy. Should pack nice and easy in there. Just hope we don't break any of that delicate fur in there, so get it packed up really nice.
Nice comfy ride.
I mentioned in the other video too, the reason I do put packing paper in everything is to protect for any knives that people might use to cut the box open, and they might get a little overzealous with their blade and cut into the item that's in the box. So I try to keep whatever item I pack, I try to keep it suspended in the middle of the box as much as possible with the void fill or whatever I might be using.
Yeah, for some reason these Commonwealth unicorns can be pretty desirable. The bigger ones, the bigger the better, I guess, because I've looked up some smaller ones that aren't really worth it. I think maybe different colors, you know, will play into that. So I guess just always check out those Commonwealth unicorns.
Sold some Shimano bicycle shoes. They clip onto your pedals there. I think we sold these a while back and they got returned. I had these listed since last February of last year, 2021. We're in May now. Sold them for $26.09 with our 10% sale again with the whole entire store, so it wasn't an offer or anything. And because they're shoes, we'll use a USPS priority shoebox. It'll go in there perfectly. I don't even remember where we found these.
I don't know. It might have just been a Goodwill.
Quite a while ago.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it might be one of them things. I mean, I know it got returned once already, but it might have been them things where we just had it priced a little too high. I guess that's why it's good to run sales on an eBay store now and then, rather than going through and checking every single listing. You know, it probably lowers the price of some of your stale listings that you didn't realize were too high, and that's why they're just not moving.
Yeah, because we've sold some older things with this sale. It's been going pretty good.
A baby hedgehog with 2 little baby hedgehogs in it. So I guess this wouldn't be a baby hedgehog then. How about a mommy hedgehog with 2 little baby hedgehogs in it? No special brand or anything. I don't even know why Janelle picked this up, but it's out the door for $16. It's a newer listing. She just listed it recently, and I'm guessing she took an offer on it, being that it's $16 even. This is first class shipping, and it's pretty small, so I'll just use a 6x6 brown box.
Yep, I actually got this at the Goodwill bins, so probably paid 40 cents or less for it. Had the little babies, with it in its belly there. No special brand or anything, but people love hedgehogs. And just for, I couldn't find any comps on it or anything, but just the, the plush itself, just with the babies and everything, it's something different, novelty. So I figured, why not for the price of it? And it sold.
If you've been paying attention to any of our plush videos, you know that we love the Snugger monkey. We love the Snugger monkey because we sell a lot of Snugger monkeys. Janelle will find these anywhere and everywhere, and they always sell. So we sold another Snugger monkey, and we actually sold it for $26.91 plus shipping. And I think another USPS priority shoebox will work perfectly for this, as the other 8 Snugger monkeys we've sold that we've put in to shoeboxes.
The Snugger monkey could be our mascot. Oh boy. That thing's from 2012 too. It's not new. I mean, it's not vintage either, but it's funny just how desirable they are.
Yeah, they're not that old. I mean, maybe they just stopped making them or they're hard to find. I don't know. But it doesn't bother us. We'll keep selling it as much as people want to keep buying it. Sold a cat face pool float for $24.29. We listed that back in November, and it just now sold because it's probably getting a little warmer out now. Nobody probably wanted a cat face pool float in the middle of November. And another number 7 priority box. It's a little too big for this, but whatever. It'll be just fine. This thing is actually pretty heavy, but it's shipping priority mail pretty cheap because it's only going to Pennsylvania. We're in New York, upstate New York, so it's really doesn't have much ways to travel. And I'm sure if we shipped this to California, that would have been a different story. Right on in there. I'm actually going to get a secret weapon here. We're going to stuff some of these in there just to... Maybe we'll put a little more. This is just pure laziness on my part. I don't feel like resizing this box. I probably could have used a regional B box, which might have been the actual exact size we needed, but whatever, this will work.
The item is the box is a little thick, so it wasn't really fitting in a regular priority box. That's why we're using a big one.
Sold a 45 record for $6.90, Van Halen Jump. Fun fact, I'm kind of a Van Halen fan, so it was fun listening to this record. Definitely had to test it a few times to make sure it was working good. Finally got some 45 boxes. They're just the right size for 45s, obviously, so we'll grab one of them. All of them scrap pieces of cardboard you see me saving from resizing boxes, that's what we use these for. Slide it right in there. And I'll sandwich it in there. Just because this box is kind of thick. Oh, yes, ma'am. Thank you. Nope. This box is kind of thick when you fold it just for one record, so I didn't want it to flop around there. And it'll keep it from a mailman or somebody trying to bend it too much, so it'll stiffen it up nice. Also, fun fact, I have a Van Halen shirt with that same picture on there with the kid and the cigarette. I had it on when we were at a diner, and Frankie was about that same age of the kid on the shirt, and a lady was coming out of the diner, and I don't know if she was trying to just be smart and didn't realize it, but she thought that was our son on that shirt, and that I had a shirt made of my son on there. She was pretty serious about it, so I don't think she was
I don't think she spotted the cigarette.
Well, yeah, or the band name for that matter. But she was an older lady, but
It was pretty funny.
yeah, it was interesting. I have an ABBA teddy bear plush. Sold for $15. Not really a brand to look out for or anything. It's just a no-name teddy bear that Janelle found. It's going first class shipping, so just a 8x8 box, 8x8x8 box. Probably could have fit in a 6x6x6, but we'll use the 8x8. Just be nice and not jam it all in there.
That's another one I found at the bins. I always look at the baby stuffed animals, the baby plush. Yeah, obviously this one's not worth a ton, but I had seen comps for it and listed it, and it was, I think it might have even been an offer, and figured for the price I paid for it at, 25 cents, 30 cents or whatever, that it's not a bad turnaround.
Sold an electronic Yahtzee game from 2007, still in the original packaging. I don't know if it's new or open box. I guess I could have looked at the listing for you guys, but I didn't. Sold that for $20.61, and it's first class shipping. So I'll just wrap it up in some bubble wrap and stick it in a padded envelope.
Yeah, it works just fine.
And especially being first class shipping, you try to get it as light as possible, because like every ounce counts with first class shipping. I shouldn't say every ounce, but every couple ounces it tears up a little bit more into the next tier, so you try to keep it light. I don't know if you guys remember this doll. It's the baby All Gone doll by Kenner, and this is out the door for $77 plus shipping. So finally getting into something a little more exciting. And it also came with the accessories. It came with the little spoon and the food. I don't know if you remember, you can stick the spoon in the food, and then it goes on the spoon, and then when you hold the spoon up to the baby, it gets sucked in there or disappears. And I think this will fit into a USPS priority shoebox again. I'm using a lot of shoe boxes here.
I actually had this doll when I was a kid. I loved it. Found this one at the bins. The doll itself doesn't necessarily sell for that much, maybe like $15 or so. But with the accessories are what really ups the value, the spoon and the jar of cherries. And then if you have like the formula and the bottle, that'll add even more to it. But the accessories, even if you just find those will sell for good money just by themselves. So yeah, that was a nice find at the bins. I had to dig through the bins a little bit to find the different pieces. I was very excited to find that.
Sold an open season deer plush for $71.99, and I have no idea why it's $71.99, but I'm sure Janelle will tell you. And the ever so famous USPS priority shoebox.
This is actually Elliot from the movie Open Season. I've never seen the movie, but found this guy at the Goodwill bins, so paid that 40 cents for him. And I looked him up and I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't believe it at first. I'm not sure why he sells for that much. I mean, I don't know if it was kind of a promotional plush or, obviously it must be pretty rare. Not a lot of them around. He's got its tag still, so yeah, that was a nice sale.
For someone starting out, I mean, when you started, did you literally comp every single plush your hands touched?
I mean, kind of, not necessarily like all the teddy bears, for example, like a lot of the teddy, and you know what, I'm sure I passed out some teddy bears that are worth something, but just they're so like generic and everything. I look up, the licensed ones like from movies or, things like that, the vintage ones.
Sold a green pterodactyl plush for $45 from 1982, and the brand is Manhattan Toy Company. Another shoebox.
Found this guy at the bins, and there were some sold comps that had him selling for that, higher price point near $50 and whatnot. He hadn't been listed in a while. No recent solds. I can't remember what year it was from. I checked Worth Point for comps on him, and He had a few spots on him that I wasn't able to get off that I obviously disclosed in the listing, took pictures of, but other than that, he's in pretty good condition for his age.
And a little inside joke, you guys probably don't know the YouTube channel Tim over the years. He actually is on Listing or Loafing. You're not a reseller, you're not going to know the channel or whatever, but he doesn't think dinosaurs exist. And this right here is solid proof that dinosaurs exist. Our first and I think our only international order, which is strange because we usually get quite a few internationals. This is a 1991 Puffalumps dolls out the door for $76.49. I'm guessing this sold for so much because it's a baby Puffalump. And being international order, it'll be a 8x8x8 brown box.
Yeah, I guess this one was a little bit more rare. It's the Puffalump Kids. You know, it's a baby doll. She's got her dress, bonnet, little booties, and her diaper. Everything's all there. She's in great condition. Her tag is in great condition. It's not faded. Real clean, no spots or anything. Got her at a regular Goodwill store. Paid maybe up to $5 for her. I'm not sure exactly. I don't remember, but wasn't that bad. And nice little turnaround.
Sold a couple figurines, Tycho talking dollhouse figures for $35.91. Not too big, easy to ship. Janelle's got this listed for priority shipping, so we'll use an 8x8x8 priority box.
I think I actually got these in one of those grab bags from Goodwill. I had seen some things in there that looked interesting, and these I almost tossed because they didn't look like anything special. I'm not even sure if they had the brand on the item. They might have on the bottom somewhere. But I used Google Lens to try to figure out what they were, and it came up that Tycho talking house or dollhouse, something like that. And yeah, the replacement family people here. If you have the full set, mom, dad, and the child, obviously goes for even more. So I guess these are a little bit of a bolo. Look out for these.
Sold some rare air Michael Jordan cards from 1994, I believe they were. And that is out the door for $134.91. And we just listed this yesterday, actually. And we just bought it, actually, over this weekend. So it was a pretty quick sale. And I'll use a number 7 priority backs on this. I know it's super oversized, but because of this being such a collectible item in the original packaging that I don't want damaged or crushed, I want to oversize it and really float it in this box really well. And we found these yesterday?
Yep, at a flea market. I think we got footage of this booth. Lady didn't have any prices on anything, so we bought a SpongeBob plug and play game off of her, and asked her how much. She said $10 in the package, open package, not even new. She thought it was new. She said, "Oh, that's new. That's $10." I asked her how much these cards were, and I was bracing myself. I wasn't sure what she was going to say, but she said, "Oh, $5." I was like, "Okay, we'll pay for those right away." So that was an exciting find. That might have been one of the finds of the day there. I was very excited about that.
If you're watching this, I most likely already made the video from where we found these. I don't think I got footage of us actually finding these.
Maybe not.
I may or may not have, I don't know. But if you want to see the actual sale that we got it from, though, the flea market that we were at, you can see. It's pretty exciting, actually. It's a ice cream shop, actually. with a huge parking lot, and they're just started using their big parking lot on Saturday mornings for a flea market. And it's only a half an hour from us. So like the closest flea market that was decent for us was at least like 40-45 minutes away. And this one, it's a little under half an hour, so it'll be kind of nice to see. And we actually saw some vendors there from the other flea markets that we usually go to. They're further away. They're at this one, and they're pretty excited too because they're just a different location, you know, different demographic of people you can target. So we'll see how that comes out for us. Thanks for hanging out with us. If you haven't had your reselling fix yet, check out a couple more videos from us, and we'll see you on the next one.